Hey everyone, Damien here. Hope you're doing well. What I'd like to demonstrate today, I think is really important to understand a bit more of around human behavior. Now, I'm no expert in human behavior, but I've learned a lot through my own actions that have been required to get to where I am. And I think this might provide value to you around some things you might feel or certain thoughts that you'll have along the way of achieving whatever it is you want to achieve. So naturally, the way something works, or the way someone's thought process works, is you have a current state. So a current thought process, a current state of mind, your environment, who you are. And you have this desired state. So your current state might be, and this you can apply this to anything. This has got nothing to do with finance. This has got nothing to do with a particular item, because it can be, like, you can use this for whatever you want in life. So you have a current state. So you might feel stuck, unhappy, stressed, anxious, frustrated, etc. Like, you get the drill, right? You might be in a current state of mind that you don't love. And you however long you've been in there, you might feel these things at different points of time in your life. And then you have this desire to achieve a different state where you want to feel happy, or you want a bit of freedom, or you want joy or control, or you want to feel at ease, peaceful. Basically the opposite to your current state. And this is always a dream, right? Everyone has this. This can be known as a dream as well, because people would say, oh, I would just love to be in this position, because when I do that, oh man, I'd feel so happy. Or I'd love to, like financial freedom, for example. Oh my God, that would just mean the world to me. If I could achieve this, it would just be, my life would change completely. Or I just want to be at peace. Like, I just want to live a life of peace. Or I just want to be happy, right? But not this, because this is your current state. So you have this desire, and people think, well, how do I go from there to there? Okay, well, we know you need to take action. So if you don't take action, if you don't do anything, you'll never get there. You'll be stuck, which is one of the first ones that I wrote. You'll be stuck. You'll stay here. Let's just put, all right, sad face. And in between is that face. That doesn't even look like a face. It looks like a couple lines. But to go from here to here, basically you need to take action. And people think, well, yeah, I can just go from there to there. Okay, I'll take action. But action is where it can be confusing, because action does not provide a timeline. It doesn't provide a guarantee as to when it will happen. It will happen, but doesn't provide a guarantee. So you've got this timeline, right? Okay, you might be here now, and you say, well, I want to get to here. And to do that, I need to take action. Okay, well, I've taken action here. In your mind, you might be thinking, well, my desired outcome is going to be here. But that's not guaranteed. You're not promised the timeline, because when you take action, you're going to have a few things that are disguised that can make you revert back to here real quick. And I want you to be aware of these, because they're nothing more than distractions. They're nothing more than challenges. They're nothing more than resistance, friction, time. We don't know how long it could take us to get from a current state to a desired state, but we will know when we're there. And there's going to be steps along the way that we know what we need to do, but we just don't know how long it can take. And my message is to understand that whenever you encounter any of these, and there's probably a bunch more of feelings or roadblocks, time, friction, challenges, resistance, that you need to stay the course, because the default, the thought process of your default will be to revert back to your current state, because in the current state there was this thing called comfort. Okay? And as humans, we love comfort. So if we think, oh my God, we're having all these challenges, I'll just go back to what I know because I'm comfortable there and I know what to expect there. Whereas here, we know what we want, okay? We know what the outcome is going to be, but we don't actually really truly know the feeling because we haven't achieved it. We think we know what it is, and it's probably going to be that one of those, but we haven't felt it yet, so we can't embody it. So there's nothing providing comfort on this side of the table because we haven't been there. So we just quickly go back to here because okay, well, I know I can be comfortable there. I can just kick back in this little spot and I feel that if I go there, I know what to expect. But don't be fooled. Don't fall for this shit, because this is just nothing more than challenges disguised to take you back to here. Because not only does this you need change of thinking. One of the first things you need to do in order for you to think that you can achieve this desired state is you've got to start changing your thinking. You need to start to believe that you can do that. Now, whatever it is, I don't know what your goal is. You need to first tell yourself that I can achieve what I want to achieve. You need to put your thought process into this state, try and understand what this state is, and try and embody that. But start to tell yourself that whenever these things come up, that they are just part of the timeline that I need to be on to get to where I want to get to. And I'll do another video on how to change your thinking and how to get into a different state of mind. But today's message is clear. To go from a current state to a desired state, you need to take action. There will be challenges, friction, resistance along the way. It's like when you go to the gym. If you go to the gym, if you want to lose weight, gain muscle, there's going to be resistance. Like if you want to run a marathon, you've only ran 4 kilometers before. When you get to 4 or 5 kilometers, you're going to start to feel resistance from your body and you want to give up. But if you slowly do it, you eventually get there. If you go to 5, 6, 7, whatever it may be. It's no different. It's absolutely no different. So that's my message. And I hope that's inspired you to stay on track or take some sort of action to move your current state that you're in to a dream, desired state that you'd like to achieve.